Did you guys ever play the Arkham series of games?
I did. Rocksteady.
No, Rocksteady.
Yes.
I think they had alternated.
I tried them a little. I'm not a huge
different-
video game guy, but they looked awesome.
That was Conroy too, wasn't it? They used the voice for that.
They were incredible. I
had some of those figures.
They made
It was
figures.
Arkham Asylum. There was Arkham Knight. There was Arkham City. It was, and I think Telltale did a game
really
too.
good.
I played a couple of those, and you're right. They were very good, and so much of the later versions of like what we want to see in Batman is give us that fucking Conroy voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
That is that linchpin that just makes it work over and over again.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt that the games blow my balls off either.
The games
they were
seem
excellent. I can't
nuts.
believe you haven't played any. You need to get a console, you pleb.
I'm not a big
Jesus.
gamer,
and then
guy, man.
we'll step you up to a PC someday.
Oh,
One of those 1940s punch card machines
you can,
that
you
on the
can play
website.
Earl Weaver baseball on it. On your get a DOS
sounds
disc.
Can I play Lee Trevino's Pot Master?
Who wants to play some Leisure Suit Larry?
Yeah, that's not the first time.
That's like a
been
joke
brought
just
up.
for you, baby.
I almost mentioned it last episode.
Are you looking for some action? Then don't worry. Leisure Suit Larry is back as the most lovable loser on campus.
No, I am not a loser.
You still a virgin?
Here, watch, I'll show you. Old Larry here's got quite the reputation as the ladies' man on campus. Right.
And only you
You'll have not one but 3 swingle ladies competing against one another for a roll in the hay with you.
can help him score.
Excellent.
You've got the lines.
You know what would look good on you? Me.
Gross.
You've got the moves.
Are you as good at the saddle as you are at sweet talking?
Oh, yeah.
You've got what it takes
Excellent. I really feel like we're getting somewhere.
I like it.
to turn the school's smallest dud into the world's biggest stud.
Let's go to the library and knock boots.
Let's do it in the planetarium.
Why not right here?
Okay.
Pixelated
Remake, a
tits are good.
remaster.
Oh yeah.
Well, I do want to talk about some of the production behind this because it'd
be weird if you did.
It would be highly strange.
Really quick. On the video game front, Telltale did a series.
Yes, they did.
I just mentioned that a second ago. You're right.
Which was excellent.
Yeah, it looked.
I went through that as well.
Those are tough to play for me because
Really
they're like it's more about storytelling than actual gameplay.
It's an interactive graphic.
That's not
Yes,
for you?
it's. I like to say if I press this, the guy that I'm looking at does this. It's not like that with those games, but they are revered for their storytelling.
It was excellent.
I just want a Batman fighting game. That'd have been for me.
Get yourself some.
It was
Arkham City.
excellent, and that was my first exposure to the notion that Dr. Wayne was not on the up and up.
That is a more recent convention.
Bruce's
I would
father.
say
Bruce's
within the
father.
last
Thomas Wayne.
Within the
there was
last-
some dark shit going on
within
there.
the last 10 to 15 years, that's been a layer added to it. Like
Is that all the Court of Owls stuff?
Court of Owls shit.
A lot of
Court of Owls,
malpractice.
it's a penguin origin in there.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Cobblepot-
made the fingers?
Cobblepot's Cobblepot's origin.
So when you're talking about sins of our fathers, Bruce Wayne is trying to maybe right all the wrongs.
That's where they go.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
But he learns as you learn.
Yeah.
because of what Cobblepot tells him.
Yeah, he slowly starts to uncover, like, okay, my
Interesting.
dad may not have been who I thought he was.
And that,
It was, and I
that's
was like-
explored in the Telltale game, or
Yeah.
is it okay?
Yep, the second one, I believe.
But it does draw from, like, what was going on. I want to say mid-teens, about somewhere between 2010 2015. Some continuity changes.
Well, it's the same as like the newest Batman film. They explored that as well.
That drew heavily from a
Thomas,
lot of that.
Thomas was not.
Yeah, that he wasn't. He was a little sketch.
Everything, yeah.
and that Martha might have been a little nuts herself. Too,
doesn't
'cause
come
I think
up at
Martha
all.
was related to the Arkham family. I think that was part of the change.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Continuity. So
Well, and they touched on that in Joker as well.
Yeah. So there's been a lot of layers added to Batman.
Like an onion.
What do you guys think about the Joker sequel? That's coming out soon, isn't it?
Yeah, named
ready.
after that
Give it to
Fall Out
me.
Boy album.
Give it to me.
Lady Gaga's in
Fleur
it.
de Lay or whatever. It's
Give it to me. I'm ready.
We'll see.
It's a musical.
I'm not excited, but I'm
so.
not like, ugh. I want to see it. I want to see what it's like. I want to see what it's about.
I thought Joker was
Joker was
excellent.
good. I enjoyed it.
I saw it on my birthday.
Oh, well, happy birthday!
It came out on my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Yeah, happy birthday to you.
It was all right.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday to you.
Arthur Fleck. You and Arthur Fleck. Happy birthday to
Happy
you too.
birthday to you.
I was
Right?
like walking downstairs
Yeah.
dramatically,
Arthur
doing
Little,
a dance.
little boogie woogie to
Yeah.
Gary Glitter.
No Gary Glitter for this guy.
no.
No.
That was Gary Glitter they used for that movie?
Yeah.
Come on. you
Rock
can't
and
do
Roll
that.
Part 2.
Can't do that anymore.
Where do you guys?
Ray Parker Jr.
No, you can't say that
Can't
either.
say that together.
Where do
either.
you guys fall on the? On which side of the fence do you fall on for the what was it? The post? Was it post credits or was it just at the end with what's that actor's name who did Joker at the
Joaquin?
who did Joker at the end of Batman?
Oh,
The new
I don't know
Batman.
why they didn't have it in there more.
With Barry
something because he was
Gibb.
also in the. I will put you in the ground.
It's a
I put you in the ground. I put you in the ground. I run a no-nonsense show.
You're welcome.
I will chop you down. I'm Barry freaking Gibb. Ha ha. Talk about chest hair. Talk about crazy cool medallions. Talking it up. Barry something.
Yog. It's some kind of Irish Celtic.
It's something Celtic and mysterious. But he was also in the Eternals. He was in that recent movie Saltburn. I don't know why they didn't include it because it was an interesting layer to it. But
is it just Keegan?
is that it?
Is that how you say it? Keegan?
Oh yeah.
Kogan?
Okay.
Kagan?
It's Irish.
Kegel.
It's got a
Barry Kegel
Barry Kegel.
with an N at the end.
Oh, how's your family keeping?
Anyway,
Tight.
I thought it was. I think it was controversial. I think a lot of what the review that I read on the internets was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's stupid and money cash grab. But I thought it was very well,
Well, the
done.
internet's dumb and filled with stupid.
Yeah, I thought
people.
it was very well done. I thought he did a good job, his own flavor. He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't emulate Heath too much.
He was better than the last guy to play the Joker. I did not
Gotham?
like I did not like.
Oh, the
Jared
Jared
Leto.
Leto Suicide Squad.
Oh God, I can proudly say I haven't seen those.
30 Seconds to Joker.
God. Yeah, right.
Jared,
The second
Jared
Suicide Squad,
Leto is
the
interesting.
James Gunn Suicide Squad is good. The first one, it meaty fucking ochre.
Didn't watch any
Like
of it.
it's
Didn't watch any of it.
it's there.
Not a big Will Smith guy, so I was like, nah,
yeah, I'm kind of.
pass.
I got tired of Will
Pass.
Smith like probably 20 years ago.
keep the Suicide Squad.
Well, as far as development is concerned,
Keep
the road
the
to
Suicide
Batman
Squad out.
taking to
fucking
this.
mouth.
What?
I'm more of a DJ Jazzy Jeff guy myself.
Yeah.
Right? He seemed like just a simple man.
Yeah.
The road to Batman began in the 70s, believe it or not. In the late 70s, Batman's popularity had begun to wane significantly.
Wayne.
Wayne.
Between the storytelling enforced by the Comics Code Authority and the Fox-produced Batman, starring Adam West and Burt Ward, Batman had seemingly lost his teeth. Biff, bang, pow. This is compared to the Dark Creature of the Night that was introduced by Bob Kane and Bill Finger, who carried a gun and actually shot people in the 30s and 40s. So much so that by
Bill Finger did?
No, Batman.
Oh.
Jesus, Marion.
Well,
Batman
no wonder he
shot
wasn't
people?
getting recognition if he was going around shooting people.
Well, you think he'd
That's
get
problematic.
You think he'd get more because he's a madman.
Yeah.
He's a madman, baby. Batman had become kind of so crappy that by like 1979, CBS was seriously considering producing a Batman in space movie.
Oh God.
Batman in space. On October 3rd of 79, however, producers Benjamin Melniker and Michael Uslan purchased the film rights from DC. Both men are of great note because Melniker, lived to be 105 years old.
Whoa.
And received an executive producer credit on every Batman production until his death in 2018.
No.
Aside from being associated with every Batman production after 1989, I love this. He was also a producer on 1975's Mitchell with Joe Don Baker.
How much money did he make on that compared to Batman?
As well as Swamp Thing and Swamp Thing Returns.
There we go.
His credits with syndicated series include both Swamp Thing the series, a jam between Dustin and his grandpa, and Swamp Thing the animated series. He was also involved with Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, the Fox.
He was in Rockapella?
No, he was the Fox Kids cartoon.
Oh, okay.
I loved that.
He was also a producer on it's been mentioned before, Jason insists it doesn't exist, Dino Saucers. Speaking of which, Michael Uslan, who is an avid comic book fan and bona fide Dark Knight disciple. In his youth, he did do some writing for DC, but would go on to study law and become a lawyer. He is a renowned comic scholar to the point that he not only teaches, but also developed the first accredited course on comic book history and lore, likening it to modern mythology. Like Melniker, Uslan continues to receive an executive producer credit on all Batman productions, as he and Melniker's estate still holds the film rights.
I have Uslan's book.
Oh, do you? Okay.
I have a lot of Batman books.
You do. There's many I need
You've
to
seen
still
my
pick up.
bookshelf?
You've shown them to me before. In addition to this, he shares credits with Melniker on Carmen Sandiego and on an American Playhouse episode starring Vanessa Redgrave. I just found that interesting because it mentions Vanessa Redgrave, and it made me think of Sideshow Bob. I'm a crazy person. In regards to Dino Saucers, he is the creator of it. I know you don't want to think it's a real thing. It is a real thing that existed. It was a cartoon. It had toys.
It just sounds like dishware, you know?
Yeah.
Dino saucers.
Yeah. Just
Dino Saucers.
like something, you go to Wendy's, you get a kid's meal, and they give you a little dino saucer with
Yeah.
it. That's what it is.
For holding a teacup.
Yeah,
Whatever.
The Boy Who Loved Batman.
Yes.
I couldn't remember the title, but it tells his whole story. Also, that miniseries on Vice that I was telling you about has a lot of this on there, too. It's like a 5-part miniseries.
Yeah.
Did Vice come out of bankruptcy?
I don't know. They're still on the air, and they're still providing content that I enjoy on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Moving forward with trying to get Batman off the ground, Uslan set out to write a darker script that took Batman back to his roots, a move that would not be seen in the comics until seminal stories such as Batman Year One, Batman The Dark Knight Returns, both hitting in 1986, or Batman The Killing Joke, which hit in 1988. It should be noted that Uslan's darker script was originally written 6 to 7 years before these grittier stories were released, a sign that many fans and creators yearned to give Batman his balls back, as Frank Miller would end up saying in interviews about his approach to Batman in the 80s. Many writer, director teams and studios were approached, but all turned the idea down, mostly because the idea of doing a comic book movie seemed ridiculous. By November of 1979, producers John Peters of Giant Spider fame and Peter Guber would join the pair as producers. Finally, by 1980, Warner Brothers was on board to produce Batman. From here, even more names would be associated with the film, up to but not limited to Ivan Reitman and Joe Dante. Reitman noted for wanting to cast Bill Murray as Batman and Eddie Murphy as Robin.
You know what? Every step of the way for a new Batman says, fuck you, you're an idiot.
Yeah,
Bill Murray might have been great.
He could have
We
been
don't
good.
know. Everyone's Heath Ledger as a Joker. Fuck yourself.
shit.
It's
People
the
shit
best
on
thing that ever
Christian
happened
Bale.
ever. Yeah.
People shit on Robert Pattinson. People shit on Ben Affleck.
Robert Pattinson's an awesome actor.
Every
and I think he did a
Batman
great
in our
job.
lifetime is like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and a lot of them turn out good.
Did you see The King?
The King? No, who's that?
Oh, I think it was on Netflix. Robert Pattinson played the French.
I heard that was very good.
The French King.
How was it?
Fucking awesome.
He's great, right?
Yeah.
He's a
I
great
have no
actor.
idea what that is, but my guess is
Great
it would be
film.
great.
Well, it's like people like
Timothy Chalamet.
the guy from Twilight. At that point, Twilight was like what 10 years,
Yeah,
15
try
years
watching
removed.
some of his A24 films. They're all
dude.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like,
he's great.
the
Find me a
dude's
bad
got
A24
chops.
film.
Yeah.
The dude's
Am I
got
right?
chops, so stop bitching. In 1983, Tom Mankiewicz would be hired to complete a script. He drew heavy inspiration from Batman Strange Apparitions that saw the introduction of longtime on-again, off-again love interest for Bruce Wayne and Batman, Silver St. Cloud. This initial script saw origins for Batman and Robin, the love story between Bruce and Silver, and the villain being longtime Bat villain, mobster Rupert Thorne, which... if you loved the cartoon, you probably remember Rupert Thorne. He was the heavyset crime boss with white hair, always had his fingers in many sinister pies.
Turtle pies.
In many sinister turtle pies. The script would see 9 rewrites by 9 writers 9 times.
How many Superman movies they make? 4?
They made 4.
So,
and each one got progressively
the first one was like, wow, you can make a superhero film, and it not only is it done well, but it's a good, and
it's great.
But in that same series, I got to the point where it was like, this is laughable.
Yeah.
So I think it is a roll of the dice at that point. Do we want to make another one? Who wants to be involved? How much money do we want to put in this thing?
Well, I think at that point you had technically 5 in that Superman universe. You had 5 movies.
Supergirl movie, right?
The Helen Slater, and that one, it's not that bad of a movie, but it bombed.
Was Reeves in it? Christopher Reeves? Did he show up in it at some point?
No, but I can't remember the actor's name. Jimmy is in it. Like, he befriends Supergirl. The same guy who played Jimmy, the guy who kind of looks like John McEnroe.
Oh, does he look like John McEnroe?
Kinda. He shows up in that movie, and he befriends Supergirl. And it's canon to those movies, and in fact, it's referenced in the Flash movie when like the universes are collapsing on one another. There's a so-so CGI Christopher Reeves and Helen Slater together.
Right. And there's even the
Nick Cage giant spider.
Yeah. It's all there.
There sure is. It's all canon now.
God, if I was Michael Keaton, I'd be like, hold on a second. I put the cowl back on for this.
What happened to Ezra Miller?
I don't give a fuck, but hopefully
Nothing.
bad things.
Where did they go?
Nothing.
That movie
happened
came out
to that
and
piece of shit.
He's still around. He's still doing stuff. There's other than that movie like being critically panned, nothing bad has happened to him.
Nope.
He's a fucked up weirdo, and he just keeps on doing it.
Ezra Miller is.
Do you see the Flash?
Maybe the motherfucker is mentally ill.
Yeah, don't watch
get
it.
help.
Yeah.
Just get help.
No, I'm not a big Marvel guy. Or DC. I'm sorry. Flash is DC.
Yeah.
I'm not a big anybody except Batman guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
That's
Batman,
your guy.
That's
Not
that-
even Spider-Man?
Yeah, man.
Spider-Man?
I don't have anything against Spider-Man. I just
But
I
you're
never
just more
got
a
into
Batman
it.
dude.
I never got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Batman resonated with me. That was it.
I
Superman
enjoyed-
like pass. Like
Yeah.
I just don't care.
I can take
Parents
or
weren't
leave.
murdered, were they?
Mine?
Yeah.
No, they're very much alive.
Okay. I thought so.
They're still alive.
They're very alive.
Just making sure.
That's valid.
It's a fair question.
I've murdered other people's parents.
Oh yeah.
But no.
First supply we need to be getting is lie. It helps break down the body quicker, faster.
I don't know what it is, man. I tell you what it is. It's Gotham City.
Yeah, because Gotham City is a character.
I don't even.
in and of
Yeah,
itself.
I don't even like Batman. Is you take Batman out of Gotham, I'm probably gonna walk away. But
Yeah.
Gotham City is what I feel.
Yeah.
Like what your comment earlier about the film starts.
Yeah.
It pans down into the steam is rising and it's choked with traffic and there's
Everything's
smog.
dirty.
Yeah.
Dirt, there's fucking newspapers.
You can't
flying
put him
through
in
the air.
Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Like right away.
South Bend,
right
Indiana.
away,
Well, maybe you could.
You're in for a treat. Like, where is this? Is this like
The
dark
Latter-day
New York
Saint.
City?
That's what I think.
Is this Chicago? Like, what is this?
Yeah. And it evokes images of every decaying city in the 80s.
But at the
Whether
same
it's
time, they've got
Chicago or
Detroit.
Philly or Detroit or
All the buildings
New
are
York.
adorned with statues of like titans and
Yeah.
globes, and so
Yeah.
it's very much like the metropolis city. But
just-
dude, I mean,
Dirty and falling apart.
yeah,
It's great.
Factories spewing sludge everywhere.
Now, all these rewrites and writers, they would continue to use Strange Apparitions as like a basis point, and they would also use Mankiewicz's original script. With the success of Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Warner Brothers signed Tim Burton to direct. The idea of using Strange Apparitions as the framework and including Silver St. Cloud, Robin, and Rupert Thorne remained until Tim Burton brought on Sam Hamm for a rewrite. His his rewrites ditched Silver in favor of another love interest from the past, Vicky Vale. Rupert Thorne was swapped out with original creation Carl Grissom, and the script took an even darker tone. In-depth dedicated origins were scrapped altogether, and Robin's role ended up being reduced to a brief cameo before just being cut out.
Yeah.
Period.
On the floor.
Yeah. After the success of 1988's Beetlejuice, Warner gave the official green light for pre-production in April of '88. And controversy soon followed when hearing that the director of Pee-wee's Big Adventure and the star of Mr. Mom had been tapped as the director and leading man. Comic book fans were in an outrage. And this would be a sign of things to come. And this is one thing that drives me crazy. Go ahead.
Warner gave the green light because of Pee-wee's success.
Yeah.
And still fans are like,
they're always going to do that.
Yes, exactly. That was going to be my point.
With my property?
People now act like the whole idea of a toxic fan base is something new. No, it fucking isn't. The difference is now there's the internet. Back then, it was
you were yelling into a void.
You were yelling into a void. It was comic book shops, and you started what did you send us earlier? Like a flyer?
Yeah, it was a leaflet.
Yeah, a leaflet.
Somebody was going door to door.
Like door to door, fanzines, taking out
write
ads.
a letter,
You need
mail
to
it
write
to
a
this
letter.
address. We don't like Michael Keaton. He seems like an okay guy, but he's not our Batman.
Yeah. So this shit has existed for a long time. Long before the sequel trilogy of Star Wars films and before Miss Marvel. There's always been assholes.
Nerds will rage.
Nerds will rage over dumb shit.
internet movie poop shoot.
Yeah. You just look up who they are once you make enough money and you go kick all those kids' asses. Now, co-creator Bob Kane would be brought on as a creative consultant to assuage the ire of the geeks worldwide. Casting your leads and finding them, that had its own challenges. Studios, of course, did what studios do and pushed for an A-lister, similar to Superman's production. Mel Gibson, Kevin Costner, Charlie Sheen, Tom Selleck, Harrison Ford, and Dennis Quaid. These are all big names.
Can't
that were
be
suggested.
Selleck, man. The stash.
Yeah.
Dude, the list was long.
It was a huge list of
for everyone.
That's just Batman. Let's see, Burton did consider going with a relatively unknown Willem Dafoe at the time.
That'd have been interesting.
Yeah. Well, and I remember this kind of being the urban legend of it all, or the game of telephone. It was a long-held belief that Dafoe was considered for the Joker. No, he was considered for Batman.
That would make more sense.
You would think, just based on his look and everything, but no, he was considered for Batman. Burton even strongly considered John Glover for the role.
I thought you were going to say John Goodman.
John Goodman. Be an interesting direction.
Fresh off of Raising Arizona.
Finally, it was John Peters' suggestion of Keaton, based on his dramatic turn in Clean and Sober, that nudged Burton towards Keaton. Their working relationship on Beetlejuice being an influence as well. Casting the Joker is truly the stuff of legend, and the epitome of big dick energy. I am referring to Nicholson's negotiations. So, naturally, many big names were considered for the role, including... Some of these I'm just like... How did you arrive
Lou
here?
Gossett Jr.
Well, that would make more sense than Ray Liotta. James Woods.
Okay.
Great villain, but not a Joker, in my opinion. Tim Curry.
For Grissom.
I could see him for Grissom or a crime boss, even. Tim Curry. I could see Tim Curry, which he was originally cast in the animated series. He just unfortunately got sick. And even David Bowie. John Lithgow famously tried to talk Burton out of casting him, a decision he would later go on record regretting. Robin Williams lobbied very hard for the role, but ultimately it came down to the studio's top pick in 1980, Jack Nicholson. So the studio had wanted Nicholson since 1980. That's who they pushed for.
Did you, in your notes there, did you dig into their manipulation of Robin Williams and how they used him as bait?
I don't have it written down, but I do know of it. Why don't you speak to it?
He was 150 pounds of Joker bait?
Yeah. So they got...
You found a Joker.
They got Williams on the hook, who wanted it real bad.
Oh, yeah.
And they said, okay, that's fine, but our first choice is Nicholson. But he's waffling. So do you want it, Robin?
Yeah.
He said, yeah, fucking want it.
Yeah,
I'm on it.
Nanu.
They go back to Nicholson and tell him, this studio goes back to Nicholson and says, Williams is going to take it if you keep waffling. And Nicholson said, okay, fine. You got me. I'll do it. They kick Williams to the curb, at which point Williams refuses to do any Warner Brothers properties until he gets an apology from them.
Yeah, it crippled the relationship between them for a number of years.
He's got a fair point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for sure.
Like, he didn't work with them for, how long, 5-10 years?
So they used they used him like a dish rag.
Yeah.
And
he was pissed.
Then the diva Nicholson gets on, and the rest is history. But I thought that was pretty shitty.
Yeah.
And that is a good segue because next up is Nicholson's stipulations. Nicholson had a quote-unquote off-the-clock contract. It is a contract that specified the number of hours he was guaranteed off in a day from the time he left the set to the time he reported back for filming, as well as time off for Lakers games. He had demanded that all of his scenes be shot in a 3-week block, but this did lapse into a 106-day period. Nicholson reduced his usual $10 million salary to $6 million in exchange for a cut of the film's earnings, including merchandise, netting Nicholson a payday in excess of $50 million. Biographer Mark Elliott has posited that the figure is likely closer to $90 million. He'd also demand top billing. Additional casting issues or bizarre lore also saw Sean Young initially cast as Vicky Vale. She would end up going on to lobby hard to be Catwoman in Returns, but she was originally cast as Vicky Vale, but she would have to bow out after a horse riding accident. Kim Basinger would accept the role on very short notice. Hammer film production vet Michael Goff would be cast in the role as Alfred. Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent, with the intent of him eventually becoming Two-Face in future installments. This would, of course, be derailed by the seemingly absent-minded recasting of Tommy Lee Jones by the time Batman Forever rolled around.
I thought that was Billy D. Williams in a mask.
He had
Batman
that.
Forever.
Yeah. He had that in his contract.
Yeah. Like, this was supposed to happen.
Buy him out.
Yeah.
For the second film.
I know it was the
Cold Case of
third,
Colt 45.
because he is in
Third
Returns.
film. Yeah. They had to buy out Billy D. for the
all
third
the
film.
Colt 45 a man could ever dream of.
Billy D. Williams talks about the power of Colt 45. You know, I've always heard about the power of Colt 45, but I was never sure exactly what that meant, so I got some, found out for myself.
Hey, Billy, you free tonight?
Works every time. The power of Colt 45. It works every time.
Yeah, that was...
So that's a good payday right there.
Yeah.
It's delicious malt liquor. I'll fuck some up. Let's see here. Nicholson would convince Burton and his team to cast his close friend Tracy Walter as Bob the Goon. Robin's Robin, the hero, not Robin Williams. His part and even his cameo was still a part of the movie up until changes in the shooting script, leading to the casting decision of Irish child actor Ricky Addison Reed to be cut. So Robin was cast for this movie. I knew there was, like, with the lore and everything, there was always a plan for Robin. I didn't know a kid was actually casted, and then, like, they start shooting, like, no, cut it. The cast was rounded out with Pat Hingle as Commissioner Gordon, William Hookins, a.k.a. Porkins, as Lieutenant Eckhart, Jerry Hall as Alicia, Jack Palance as crime boss Carl Grissom, and, of course, Robert Wool as intrepid reporter Alexander Knox, who was originally, like you said, supposed to die. Thankfully, the crew liked him so much that Knox lives. And as previously mentioned, even reappearing in Arrow vs. Crisis on Infinite Earths, reprising the Knox role on an Earth associated with the Batman 89 timeline. So that's your production. That's how this movie came to be. You would think it's much short. No, it starts in the friggin' 70s with Batman goes to space, and we wind up with
This long
this
road.
pop culture icon. A 10-year road of insanity and bizarre casting, fucking over Robin Williams and
That all worked out.
Jack Nicholson's diva fucking bullshit.
Adam West pushed for himself.
Didn't they reference that in the... Yeah, he wanted a part in it.
Like, bro, no. He wanted to be Batman. He pushed for himself to get Batman.
Well, no, he pushed for... He basically, in his terms, he called it Uncle Batman. Ugh. Like some older relative. Yeah, it's ridiculous, man.
Like Batman Beyond?
No.
Oh.
That didn't exist, and it wasn't nearly as cool.
I'm just glad he did what he did for Family Guy, because that's the way I like to remember Adam.
Yes, that is how I prefer to remember
Mayor
him.
West.
Mayor
I've got
West.
Adam West's biography signed.
Back to the Batcave? Nice.
I bought it on Amazon. Didn't know it was signed.
Oh, no shit.
Came. autographed on the inside cover.
That's a nice surprise.
I have a funny story about inscribing a book. When I first published my book and shit, a guy was selling car shoes. He's like, we were talking about literature and stuff, and he talked about stuff he liked. I was like, you know what, I'll give you a copy of my book, because he said it sounded interesting, and I signed it and thanked him for his business and stuff. Shortly thereafter, I had met Shauna. We were dating. She had a copy of my book. I came to co-op to snag it. She let a coworker borrow it. The coworker was like, well, I'll drop it off to Derek at the dealership. And she's like, okay, I got to come clean with you. Shauna's copy, my kid spelled juice on it, and she hands it to me. I'm like, oh no, and because I had written something really sweet to her in there. It wasn't ruined. She goes, but I did order a new copy just in case. I open it up. It's the copy that I gave the guy. And I just start laughing. And she thought I was mad. I'm like, no, this is funny. She's like, it's not funny. Like, she was like super upset. I'm like, I wasn't mad. I still had both books. Like, calm down. But no, I always found that funny. Like, she ordered it blindly. Yeah. She's thinking it's a copy of his book. No, it was a used copy that I fucking gave a guy. I do want to, because we've talked about it so much, I do want to get into the style. This movie. Burton found his look and style for Gotham by way of Anton Furst, who came on Burton's radar with 1984's The Company of Wolves. Originally, Burton had hoped to work with him for 88's Beetlejuice, but this would not come to pass. The pair would finally come together for Batman. The two would be lockstep with one another for the film's aesthetic. Furst would work... I'm sorry. Got a little tongue-tied there. First, the designer, he would work tightly with the art department to blend different and clashing styles to give us a tough, gritty Gotham that seemed desolate and rife with urban decay. Conceptual artist Julian Caldo would give us the iconic Batmobile and Batwing, along with the stylized Bat gadgets. These would be brought to life by prop builder John Evans, while Keith Short sculpted the final form of the Batmobile. When approaching the Batsuit, Burton wanted to ditch the bright blue and gray tights in favor of something dark and menacing in all black, a move that was, of course, derided by comic book fans before the film's release, but it was praised by Bob Kane. He really liked it. Meanwhile, Nicholson's contract stipulated he would have final say of the makeup applications. As production went on, the project was beleaguered by other outside issues aside from pissy fans and some studio interference. Secrecy was paramount to the production, but that doesn't mean people didn't attempt to get scoops. A unit publicist was offered a payday for the first pictures of Jack Nicholson as the Joker, an offer they refused. Police had to be called when a film reel consisting of about 20 minutes of footage went missing. With all these mounting issues, Burton would go on to describe the experience of working on Batman as, quote, torture, the worst period of my life. Additionally, Haim could not help with rewrites during the 1988 writer's strike. Along the way, the studio stuck its nose in. Warren Scarron, who had worked with Burton on Beetlejuice, completed the rewrites. Jonathan Gem and Christopher McEwen would rewrite the script during shooting, but only Scarron would receive screenwriting credits with Haim. Haim would be highly critical of the rewrites, though he would pin that blame on interference by Warner Brothers. Music would see scoring by way of frequent Burton collaborator Danny Elfman of Oingo Boingo fame, as well as a boatload of bangers by Prince. Let's talk about that. Talk about Prince, goddammit. Kiss. Oh, party man. Come on, you're the Prince fan. Come on, get your shit together. You're just sitting there like.
Well, what is there to say? Like, are you wanting to go through the soundtrack?
No, we don't have to
track?
go through the soundtrack. Okay. But how rad was that? How was rad?
It was good.
How about that video for Bat Dance?
I'm torn on that one.
Yeah? Is this the first thing you might be critical of the purple one about?
Yeah, and I remember when it came out and being excited about it, and then I saw what it was, and I was like, it's all right.
Yeah.
So is the soundtrack entirely Prince, and then the score is entirely Elfman?
Danny Elfman scored it.
Is that what it is?
But musical numbers in it, Prince did that soundtrack. So Bat Dance isn't in the movie, but it's on the soundtrack. Party Man.
You can also hear Bat Dance if you go to Six Flags and Batman the Ride.
It's true.
They'll play it in the line queue.
To me, that warrants its own discussion. Like, I remember going to, I think it was like St. Louis, to go to Batman the Ride, and you're like,
its own phenomenon.
Part of the appeal, it's like, hey, this is a popular roller coaster. You will stand in line for 2 hours. It's an insane thing that we're going to ask you to do, but you have to do this to get on the ride.
Yeah.
And part of that is the experience of walking through the line. And down there, it was Access Chemicals that you're walking through. And how cool was that?
It was cool.
It was great. I will say that they managed, because like Universal Studios, when I went there, I'm sure it's different now, but when I went there, it was god-awful walking through those lines. Like the Back to the Future line, you felt like you were walking through a parking deck. It was the worst.
Yeah, it's all about being immersed in the experience.
Six Flags, I feel, immersed you in it more. You're like
trying to ramp you up for it.
You're walking through Access Chemical. You're seeing one of the Batmobiles. Like you're hearing the music. You're seeing different cutscenes. You're hearing
in a big
Batmobiles.
culvert for some reason.
Yeah.
You know, with a fan blade.
Yeah.
Going.
Yes.
Yeah. There was a big culvert pipe.
Like it was amazing.
The drainage is good in here.
Mm-hmm. Acoustics are a little fucky, but you know.
That was my first AAA coaster.
Yeah.
Was Batman.
Everybody remembers their first AAA coaster.
Yeah, I busted off the V card.
It was a coaster they'd never forget.
The coaster V card on the Batman.
Yeah, it was a good one.
It was a great day.
Was that the first one where you sat in it and your legs were dangling? Was that what it was?
Yeah. That was the first legit big boy coaster.
Yes. Yes. That is like
it's very cool.
You've arrived. Like it's no Screaming Eagle. Like okay, no.
Screaming Eagle's cool,
and it's
cool.
a very
it is
smooth ride.
Yeah,
yeah. Similar experience. Universal Studios out in California, the Transformers ride did that whole thing with the immersion. The immersion,
like it's a whole aesthetic.
pre-ride. Oh yeah,
nice.
The line threaded you through all kinds of rooms and hallways and everything,
Yeah.
and they had Transformer stuff everywhere. It was
Because
cool.
otherwise, you just want to lose your freaking mind being in
Yeah.
line for it's just like you're stuffed in a line with other Midwesterners that are trying to escape Central Ohio or Central Illinois or Central whatever.
Yeah, in fact, that's what I remember the most from the Transformers ride was actually because you're standing in line you're staring at the shit for hours. Mm-hmm. Where the ride is like 4 minutes.
Yeah. I
So-
think the Batman coaster, 90 seconds.
That's
Is
where
that
buying
all?
I
That's
think
where
so.
buying a
Wow.
Flash Pass really comes in handy.
Yeah.
It's kind of worth
You get
it.
there the right time of day in St. Louis, and you can just ride that thing in a loop. As soon as you get off of it, there's been times they're like, "You want to go again?"
Depends
Like,
on the
yeah,
day.
let's do it.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, they don't even, they just let you stay in there.
there's
There
parties.
wasn't. It was towards the end of the night,
Yeah.
and it was just like, let's
do this.
Save me the walk. Let's do it again.
I got off the Batman and we immediately ran over to the Ninja,
I
which
hated the
was
Ninja.
old.
The Ninja's cool though.
No line at the Ninja. Walked right on, sat down. I got sicker than a dog.
Yeah, never cared for the Ninja.
The Ninja
I've ridden it.
scrambled my eggs, man.
Yeah.
I think that was my first one. My first roller coaster. I
That
ever
was
rode.
my
It was
first big boy coaster.
So
I
many
did not
lateral
like it.
G's, like
Yeah.
it's just, where Batman's like woo, vertical.
Yeah,
The Ninja was just
cut my teeth on the Ninja. Rode the Screaming Eagle.
battered my ears.
Arrived on the Batman. Marketing for this movie. Initially, a good measure of marketing material was created by B.D. Fox.
What's that?
B.D. Fox. B.D. Fox.
Feel the beat drop, jazz and hip hop, dripping in your dome makes your zone and bop. Funk confusion, a fly illusion, keeps you coasting on the rhythm you're cruising. Up, down, round and round, rhymes profound, but nevertheless you got to get down. Fantasy freak through the beat so unique, you move your feet and sweat from the heat. Back to the fact, I'm the Mac and I know that. The way I kick the rhyme, someone call me a poet. Poem steady flowing, growing, showing sights and sound. Caught in the groove, invitation I'm found. Many tripped and tore upon the rhymes they soared to an infinite height, to the realm of the hardcore. Here we go, off I take ya, dip trip, lip fantasia. What's that?
B.D. Fox. And all of it was ultimately unused. Burton and producers opted for a more mysterious and minimalist approach of posters consisting of a stylized bat symbol or the name Batman on a black background.
Yeah. Or
Kinda looked
selling
like
us Coke.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Or was it Diet Coke?
Diet Coke,
Yeah.
Diet Coke, or Taco Bell.
God, that's really discreet.
But that advertising, though, instead of this huge campaign, just those subtle posters, that really did give it an air of mystery. It got you excited. Comic book fans' anticipation was still lukewarm until John Peters rushed to put together a teaser trailer that played heavily in theaters during Christmas, quickly changing the tide for the film's anticipation. By the time the film was prepared for theaters, millions of dollars of merchandise had already sold. Anticipation was high, and the phenomenon known as Batmania was in full effect.
That surprise trailer received a standing ovation.
Yes, yes.
We are
That turned the tide.
We're the right age to have seen this when we were young.
Yeah.
Were you guys into the action figures for this film?
Yeah.
No.
They said, you know, the figures didn't look exactly like the characters. The actors actually that portrayed them, but more into they leaned into the characters themselves. You say no.
I say no. Yeah.
I agree. I was into the Batman the animated series action figures. I never got into like the movie figures. You say yes though, Derek.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted a piece of the mythology. I wanted that so bad. And there were actually... It is very interesting because you mentioned they didn't look exactly like the characters or what have you. There ended up being 3 variants of Batman for that Toy Biz line. There was like a round jaw, square jaw, and there was a Keaton-faced one. I got the Keaton-faced one for Christmas that year, Christmas '89. The one I found at your brother's shop is not the Keaton-faced one. I do still want to find that one. But I was so excited about that toy line, and it was everywhere. So that gold packaging, the Joker, Bob the Goon. You only had 3 figures, but just all the associated stuff in that gold Toy Biz packaging. You know, a projector gun that would show scenes from the movies, the Batwing, the Batmobile, the Bat Cycle, the Joker Cycle, I think was in there too. All Oddly enough, there was, and this sucker is super expensive on the secondary market, the Joker van. But what's weird about that is there's never a Joker van in the movie. There's those Joker cars, which would have been very easy to produce, and there's a Joker copter. You never made those, but you made a van.
Does it have like cool airbrush stuff on it?
It's not like that at all. No
Joker
Viking, no woman
that's
riding
lame.
a puma with 2 swords.
I feel Napier would have invested in a good airbrush paint job.
Yeah, with like the circle window at
Jack
the back.
Napier figure would have been great with that flat brim black hat, the
Yeah.
trench coat.
That would have been cool.
I also would take, if they had done a figure of a Michael Keaton in street clothes with a fire poker and a silver platter.
Are you nuts?
Comes with
Now-
a silver platter.
Now that's
It magnetically like sticks to his chest or something.
Yeah, there's a little
that's-
magnet in there.
That's what I would just like. That would have been great.
You want to get
That's
nuts?
Come on, let's get nuts. Box office. I mean, we can get in the box office if you want to.
Let's do it. Let's spend the next 20 minutes doing
Spend
it.
the next 20 minutes doing it. Well, it grossed $2.2 million in late night previews on June 22nd of '89. 1,215 screens played it. It grossed $40.49 million in 2,194 theaters during its opening weekend. This broke the opening weekend records held by Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade and Ghostbusters 2.
But those were very recent to that time releases.
Yes.
How does he have more notes? I swore to God he was down to like 2 pages, and now he's got 6 in his hand.
It double.
This show's never going to end.
It's like 0.5 space double sided.
It's fish and loaves of bread at
The
this
man
point.
is he's got literature.
Could I interest you in my literature? Well, here's an odd fact about like its gross and its record. Now the film ran in theaters. It didn't close out of theaters until December 14th of 1989, with a final gross of $251.4 million in North America and $160.2 million internationally, totaling $411.6 million. The film would hold the record for being the highest grossing Warner Brothers film until 1996, when Twister surpassed it, which is getting a sequel.
Yeah.
Twisters. And it looks like dog shit.
It looks fucking terrible.
And I'm pretty sure Looney Tunes Back in Action beat Twister eventually, too. And became the new #1 Warner, right?
Never saw it.
You would think.
And that was 89 money, right? I mean, that
was in $89.
$89.
Yeah.
So you're
Not
talking
adjusted for inflation.
That's Bush administration
maybe
money.
a bill,
First
a cool bill today? Maybe? I mean, Nicholson
You got an
alone probably
inflation
netted-
calculator?
Nicholson alone probably netted $250 million.
He-
after it was
yeah,
all said and
he
done
made
from
a
the-
lot
from
of
the
motherfuckers.
gross.
What did he walk away with at that point? Like 90 million?
Yeah, some think 90.
Reported 50, but his biographer posits it's probably closer to 90.
It paid for his Lakers ticket.
in 89.
He never had to want for
Early
Lakers
90s.
tickets ever again.
It's like $1 trillion.
Yeah. The dude is loaded
Now,
just because of that role.
Here it is. There is something, because we talked about it with Ghostbusters, and I knew it was going to come up in this too. It has to do with the Hollywood accounting. Batman held the record for being the highest grossing superhero film of all time until it was taken by Spider-Man in 2002. The film's gross is the 143rd highest ever in North American ranks. Batman made a further $150 million in home video sales. Estimates state that the film sold more than 60 million tickets in the U.S. despite the film's box office of over $400 million against a budget of no more than $48 million. Warner Brothers claimed it ended up losing $35.8 million and, quote, not likely to ever show a profit, which has been attributed to a case of Hollywood accounting. Now, Ben, you famously lived in L.A. You did some work in show business, for those not in the know of your life story. Do you know much, or can you speak at all to the whole idea of Hollywood accounting and just what the fuck it is, and how something that makes millions of dollars against a minuscule budget can be considered a loser in regards to money? How does that work?
None of it is real.
Yeah.
None of it's real.
How do they get away with that?
They're going to tell you whatever you need to hear so that they can get their way. That's it. It's as simple as that.
What did you do in L.A.?
I worked a lot. I ended up in casting. I started working for Fear Factor in casting as soon as I got out there. And
The Joe Rogan vehicle?
Yeah, that's correct.
Really? So you would cast normal Joe Blows to be on the people on the show?
What do you not want to eat?
Nothing normal about them.
Yeah.
It was, like the Facebook, the people that monitor Facebook for like racist Nazi propaganda and murders.
I assume that's real. Sure.
We did that, except on VHS and DVD.
Okay.
So we would.
I can't imagine the people that are wanting to be on that show.
So you take you take the people that are going to want to be on Fear Factor.
Yeah, I'll drink puke.
Yeah, I'll eat cod egg raw. That's as big as a potato.
I'll hang out with Joe Rogan.
Okay, now real quick.
That's the worst of it.
I gotta say, this was Joe Rogan 20 years ago.
Right.
Yeah, this is like
hair?
news radio.
Did he look like a
Joe
sausage?
Rogan?
This is post news radio,
Yeah.
right after news radio.
This is what I heard about Joe Rogan back then. He wasn't a drug guy.
UFC Joe Rogan.
But all of a sudden he's like, I got these pot, not popsicles, lollipops, and he would fucking eat those. He's like, this is great. Yeah. And he started doing Fear Factor High, but it was like it was the first time he'd ever really gotten into drugs or something.
Yeah.
Was back then. So you're looking through DVDs and VHS of people who are making their submissions that want to be on Fear Factor.
Yep, and entering all of that into the database.
How long did you do casting in general?
I did casting probably, I don't know. It was short-lived. It was maybe like 8 months, 9 months.
Did you go to college to something that you did, like your major in college aligned with doing that?
It wasn't so much my major as it was, there was just a whole slew of us from Bradley that went out there. And I was like, well, here's my chance to have like some semblance of a support structure in a new
So you had a running crew over at
industry.
Bradley, and you head out there with them to see what's up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so ended up as a voice director for a boutique talent agency, VO and on camera, which was awesome. I was running my own recording booth there. They had like 3 of them, and that was fun. That was not super popular A-lister celebrities, but celebrities that I really enjoyed, like Kevin Nealon, like the really like high quality people that you actually give a shit about meeting. And
You got to hang out with
earth.
Kevin Nealon?
Yeah, Bryan Cranston, Kevin Nealon were coming in.
What?
That's cool.
That type of stuff.
That is cool.
So that was I missed that job. That was fun.
I got to ask, I'm going to be a fanboy. How was Kevin Nealon? Nice.
Just he exactly as you would expect.
Nice
him
guy,
to be.
or just kind of...
Yep.
Okay.
Nice guy, not trying to impress you or make you laugh. Just a nice guy, but then he would say something, and it would
I've always
break
been
everybody.
a Nealon fan.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
And
Absolutely.
he's great on Weeds. I don't know if you've ever watched it or
he
not,
was
but
awesome on Weeds.
he's like one of the best supporting characters on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun. Robert Patrick would come in and do a bunch of after the readings were done. I'd hold my phone up and be like, okay, now do something like T1000 for me, for my voicemail.
I had
Do that thing.
an old coworker and friend that was a PA on Buffy after he got out of college, but he didn't have any super cool stories like this.
Yeah. It was
a toxic work environment. So
It was
he probably
great.
avoided
Joss
it.
Whedon
It was great. You guys
bad
know who
rap.
John Piricello is? He was one
I
of
know
the
the
cops
name.
on Barry. He's the guy who worked with the
I know that
the
name.
female detective on Barry, John Piricello.
Okay, yeah.
Does a ton of VO. Anyway,
Is like a Mexican fella?
no.
No?
Nope.
I have no idea.
No,
I'll
tall,
find a
tall
picture.
Caucasian guy.
Yeah.
Looks like John Q. Public everyman.
Yeah.
I think it's an Italian.
Okay.
name. But I was like, John, how'd you? Because he's in there. He was in there a lot, and this, it's very similar to the other people that would come in there. It's like, how did you get into VO? Because I'd pick everybody's brain after they're done reading. He's like, well, I was sitting on my couch and I was just watching TV, and like a commercial. Yeah, there you go. A commercial would come on, and I said to myself, I could do that. So I
was it.
I did. I got an agent and I just started reading, and there were a lot of people like that. There's guaranteed you wouldn't be able to pick them out of a crowd, but if you heard their voice, man, you'd be like, oh yeah, I know that commercial.
Yeah.
That, John Puricello also did Curb Your Enthusiasm. He played Dennis, and he was on Twin Peaks reboot.
Oh, I know that episode.
Yeah, She-Hulk.
His career's I'm happy for him
he
because
was in
back
He's just one of
She-Hulk.
those working actors.
act, he's grinding it out, and you might recognize him, but you'll be like, John Pearson. No, I don't know who that is.
He gets a
But it's
fun
like,
job.
Yeah, that guy.
He doesn't get noticed on the street. He can live a normal existence.
Yeah.
And he makes money getting to do all these shows.
That sounds great.
That's
There are
the
a
dream.
lot. Yeah, there are a lot
Yeah.
of people like that. You're
Well,
not
what,
gonna. It's not Tom Cruise. Like you don't have to be Tom Cruise to put food on your
That's the
table.
1 percentile. Yeah.
Yeah.
What brought you back to Central Illinois?
Family, girl. Yeah. And also, being poor in Los Angeles is not fun for
I
at
wouldn't
all.
imagine.
At all. And there was a whole, we're trying to scrape, and the only thing we could really do was just go to the beach because everything else is so freaking expensive. So Friday night we'd blow our paychecks at St. Nick's on 3rd, and Saturday morning we'd all go hung over to the beach, and that was the weekend.
Yeah.
Then you just get up on Sunday, you just chill, and then Monday you get back and
Back
you do
at
it
the
again.
grind.
You wouldn't trade it though.
I wouldn't trade my time there.
Yeah.
But LA is fucking clown shoes. It is expensive as fuck. I do miss the ocean
And the
terribly.
traffic.
The traffic sucks balls. Everybody has their own car, so it's a
Yeah.
billion people in their own car trying to
Yeah.
get places, and everything costs $80.
A dear friend of mine, Peyton, she lived in LA for a while. She was in game design. She's overseas now doing the same thing. But her time in LA, there were many things she loved about it. Story not unlike your own. Like I got to see this, I got to do this, I got to work with these people. I fucking hated driving in that city.
Yeah.
Like it's awful. Like getting anywhere in that city sounds like a
I've
wet,
done it
hot nightmare.
2 different trips out there, and we were on the 10 coming into Anaheim, and originally I was wanting to go to a ball game that night, see the Dodgers play. And after we got to the hotel, I was like, I'm not going back out in that traffic. Fuck the ball game. I will watch it on TV from the hotel room, and I did.
It just sounds like a friggin' nightmare.
Yeah.
I want to see. I've never been on the West Coast. I want to see California, but I have no desire to go anywhere near Los Angeles or the touristy shit.
I don't want to give it. I don't want to give it too. Like I don't want to scare. Certainly don't want to scare anybody away from Los Angeles.
There's many reasons why I don't want to go to Los
cool
Angeles.
things there.
Yeah, it's a nice place to visit.
It's a cool vibe. It's a cool vibe. I love Santa Monica. I love Venice Beach. I love Los Feliz. You'd love Los Feliz. I mean, this house, the way you have it decorated, it's Los Feliz. It's like vintage, old school class. Take that as a compliment.
Thank you.
There you go.
There was a great little nine hole par 3 course, shitty golf course, but we didn't care because it was cheap.
Yeah. And we're golfing in LA.
You could golf with 3 clubs, putter.
That's the kind of golf I could play.
Putter,
maybe.
5-iron, and a wedge. It's
Yeah.
all you need. So you don't even need a bag. Like, well, you just carry all your clubs with you. But we were tanked.
Yeah.
And nobody gave a shit because it was Los Feliz and it was a 9-hole par 3 course at 4 p.m. on a Thursday. I really miss that place. It was fun.
Well, it's a fun adventure you got to have as a young man, and not many people get to say that.
But
you made it out alive.
Yeah. But for your question, working in Hollywood completely turned me off for a while. I didn't go to films. I didn't go to cinema. All of the special effects were ruined. Films were ruined for me for a long time.
Oh, you thought it was all real?
Yeah, I mean, I thought
know
Transformers
Illinois naivete, but
it fucked with him bad.
You saw how the sausage was made. It kind of turned you
I was
off.
just
I
gonna
saw
say,
how
you
the
saw how
sausage,
the sausage
was made, and even though I already knew some of it, it just took all of the mysticism and the splendor out of it, and TV especially. I mean,
that's what happened to me working in broadcast
no
news,
such
man.
thing as live television. It is scripted to a T.
Oh, yeah.
Even the controversy, the surprises, the mystery. It's not real.
It's all bullshit.
It's not real.
That's what happened to me working in the news. I worked in the news for years. I had wanted to work in the. I dreamed of it when I was a kid. For some reason, I wanted to work in like broadcast journalism, and then I worked at a news station, and I worked. Oh my God,
Horrible.
it was the worst.
It's the grind.
And then I just started picking stuff apart. Like if I watched other channels' news, or I was out of town watching, like just picking. Like
it's not fun anymore.
No, I hated it.
Like
Like
that's what it was. It was not. I'm like, this blows.
Because there was something
and now
magical about
movies are ruined for
broadcast
me.
news.
Yeah.
I was pissed. I had to get out.
Yeah, I had to get out, man.
Glad to have you back.
Yeah, we're glad you're here.
Glad you're here. Glad you're here, babe.
Yeah, good old Central Illinois.
Babe.
Love it.
Well, as far as the legacy of Batman is concerned, this movie would launch a franchise with 92's Batman Returns, 95's Batman Forever, and 97's Batman and Robin.
Oh, the best of all of them.
It really did go, even though it started out trying to avoid all the pitfalls of the Superman franchise, it ended up following lockstep every movie.
If they'd have put Richard Pryor and Batman and Robin, I might have liked it more.
I still have never seen that one.
I know it.
What, the Superman 3?
No,
Batman
and Robin.
Yeah, I know. I got to get Bill Bellamy on the show first.
You're so lucky.
Yeah.
But remember, we have a deal. I get Bill Bellamy on the show.
If we get Bill Bellamy on this show, I will watch Batman and Robin.
So
Big Bill Bellamy fan?
Well, yes.
Yes.
Jason, you didn't see the How to Be a Player
I didn't see it.
poster?
Jason likes to give me something called The Business.
Okay, gotcha. I didn't see it,
He
unfortunately.
likes it. His therapist says good for him.
It sounds great.
I was on a FaceTime with his therapist and him.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And his therapist said, "This is good for you.
Keep up the good work.
Have someone give you the business. You need it. Develop a thick skin."
Stop crying.
Yeah. Well, I think verbatim.
Only under the
stop being a
blanket while
bitch.
watching Batman.
Yeah, get the blankets out.
Get the fucking blanket off your head and stop being a little bitch.
Good therapist.
Great therapist.
Well worth the money.
Highly recommended.
Dr. Vinny Boombas.
The
Mantis Toboggan.
Mantis. The dentist system.
The film also gave us Batman the Animated Series, which in turn gave us not only the DC Animated Universe, but was also directly responsible for making Fox Kids a success and inspired Fox and Marvel Comics to launch iconic animated series such as 92's X-Men. Batman would see future returns to the silver screen by way of many more films, each actor and director taking cues from Batman 89. Keaton would reprise the role in the timeline-hopping and evidently timeline-resetting Flash in 2023. Clooney, yes, thumbs down, Clooney even appeared as a version of Bruce Wayne, reprising his role from Batman and Robin.
What did he think he was doing in that movie?
I have no fucking clue. In 2021, DC Comics would milk the teat of nostalgia with Batman 89, the comic book series you were talking about, a limited-run series set in the world established by Batman and Batman Returns, written by Sam Hamm. This 6-issue limited series would see plot threads originally intended for the films realized, such as Marlon Wayans being Robin and Billy D. Williams becoming Harvey Dent Two-Face. The success of the series spawned a sequel that released in 2023, Batman 89 Echoes. That seemingly draws from some plot elements of the unproduced 5th installment, Batman Unchained. Keaton had also apparently reprised his role for the ill-fated Batgirl film that got shelved by Warner.
Yeah,
he was apparently in that. It was finished. I have no frame of reference besides some shots of the gal in her Bat costume. Apparently Keaton was in it.
Is that Warner Brothers and HBO or something?
Yeah, people were pissed about that for
yeah,
like
some people
4 or 5 minutes.
It was good.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
And there was
about an afternoon or two.
within the past year or something, they said there is a Looney Tunes movie, but I heard just within the past day that they are going to release that.
they are.
They said that before, and then they retracted
I thought they said
it.
that months ago.
They said it just very recently again within the past day or two.
Okay, well, that getting released, I feel the same way about that as I do an actual He-Man movie. I'll believe it when it happens.
They've already casted He-Man.
You know how many times they've done that?
Who is he?
I'll believe it when film reel actually starts.
Robin Williams.
Yeah, it's Robin
Chicken
Williams.
pay, take it away.
A digitally resurrected Robin Williams.
Yep.
As far as merchandise is concerned, there truly is an impossible amount of merch to go into, some of which is even being produced today related to this franchise. Of note, in this day and age, you have seen Batman 89 representation by way of NECA and Hot Toys. McFarlane Toys have delivered a Keaton Bats and his Batmobile for adult collectors. There are movie-accurate props on the market, such as utility belts, grappling hooks, and even cowls.
How much do those cost?
Props, they can range anywhere from about 20.
Movie grade. I'm talking movie grade. If I wanted like a utility belt, like holy shit, this looks exactly
dude,
the
it's
same.
pretty rad, and I want to say it's like $60-$70, maybe 80.
Okay.
It's not terribly for what it is. It's not terribly expensive.
$300.
Like it's fairly nice and not that expensive. If you were to list everything made in the 80s, we would be here all night. We've been here long enough.
Oh, please, let's do
Let's
it now.
not and say we did.
Slinkies,
You're
Popples,
great. Stop it.
Rainbow
Stop it.
Bright.
Stop it. That's
What?
enough of that.
JoJo Siwa.
Cocaine.
Batman cocaine. My cocaine.
My cocaine.
Your greatest hits in regards to the ephemera to the cream of the crop was Batman candy. I love this shit. The little plastic heads, Joker and the Batman.
What did it taste like?
Fucking
Guano.
Guano. They've got guano. Batman
Bumblebee
cereal
tuna.
with the free Batman bank.
Didn't it look like Captain Crunch? Kind of.
It was Captain Crunch adjacent. You of course had Batman trading cards by Topps. I bought the shit out of those. You had video game releases. A personal favorite of mine that I still have and it still functions. It was the Tiger Toys Batman handheld game.
Okay.
My grandma got that for me.
I had Double Dragon.
I loved it.
You're doing a lot of throwing of batarangs in that, were you?
A lot of
Yeah.
just over and over, and you jump and throw, jump and throw.
Easy to do.
Yeah. There was, of course, the toy line by Toy Biz. As mentioned in the Superpowers episode, they spun out the DC Superheroes line out of that as well. As far as what's going, some additional toy information or merchandise information that's going on now. This was just recently announced. A brand called Spin Masters that's done very well in regards to
Spin Masters.
Not the drug from Brave Star.
Okay.
It's a licensee. Much like
That was the name of the drug?
That was the name of the drug. Take that spin and shove it up my ass. I'm going nuts on this keytar. Direct quote.
I remember that episode well.
The early days.
It was episode 2.
That was good.
That was a good time.
That kid died.
Yeah. No. The spin episode? Yeah. That kid fucking died.
I remember
A very
the
special
impact.
Brave Star.
Yeah. I
That was
remember the impact it had on this group.
Heavy.
On this group.
Holy shit, that kid died.
fucking died.
Yeah, a cartoon.
Leveled us.
Yeah.
Have been the
Jason had
same.
to he's been drinking the memory
It
away.
was a moment.
That's
You
right.
guys
All
had a
season.
moment.
Yeah, because it was fucked up. It was fucked up enough that one dude rides his friend that's a mechanical man horse. Then you kill a kid. Yeah.
I was listening to that episode. I was in my backyard mowing.
bro.
I was mowing.
We are great to listen to when you're mowing your
I
lawn.
was mowing, and you guys had a moment with that kid, and I was like, "Who the fuck cares about this kid? Move on."
It's mostly the drugs. But no, Spin Masters will be releasing a line of anniversary Batman toys because not only is it the 35th anniversary of Batman 89, this is the 85th anniversary of Batman as well. September marks 85 years of Batman.
And Batman '89 was the 50th anniversary of Batman. Period.
Yeah. So it's all connected. So you will see from Spin Masters different representations of Batman, Batman Returns, even the Christian Bale one. I think, and it's all 4-inch scale.
Swear to me.
Heath Ledger Joker, an in-scale Batwing and Batmobile. It looks like it's going to be pretty terrific. But
You can crush the Batwing 30 seconds after opening it.
shoot it with a tiny gun.
Where's the trigger?
But that is Batman 89. That is what's going on with it now. It is still largely treasured. It was just recently in movie theaters. I took Henry to see it.
Yeah, that's
no,
great.
we didn't take our blankets to put over my head.
I got to see it on the Riverfront Museum big screen
Very
maybe
nice.
about
Yeah.
a decade ago.
Very nice.
At one point, and I had some
Nice.
customized Chuck Taylor All Stars that I designed in Batman colors, and yeah, I made sure to wear those to the show. Yeah.
They need to do more of that.
You know what I will ask is
The Chuck Taylors or the Riverfront Museum.
Riverfront Museum.
They do a lot of replay
Yeah,
stuff.
they do.
They've had a
if
lot.
you keep an eye on
lately.
it, there's a lot to be seen there. I've been to a lot recently, and that's a great local.
that's where you
theater.
saw Blues
Blues Brothers. Yeah, I saw
Yes,
Unforgiven
you saw
there recently.
Yeah.
I saw,
Oh, excellent.
16 Candles there recently. They did a whole John Hughes thing. they are not resting on their laurels.
No,
if
they
you want
really
to see
do
some
put some good
rerun
flicks
films, that's a great place to do it, and it's a great facility to support.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, I do, before we kick to commercial, I do want to relate the first time I ever saw Batman. It was at Don Shute Elementary. It was quite the controversy. It was Don Shute Elementary, 2nd grade. Brandon Martin, if you remember that name.
I saw him a couple years ago, yeah.
Oh, no shit. Mm-hmm. He came from a pretty well-to-do family. He got the VHS very quickly when it came out and asked if we could watch it. And I had Mrs. Schoaf. And it was
watching in school?
We watched it at school. Oh, it gets better.
2nd graders, apparently.
There was no permission slip. The other 2nd grade teacher was Mrs. Lennox, and it was going to be like, hold it, like, okay, well, ask your parents, and if it's okay, you can sit and watch it. We're going to bring the classes together. We'll watch it. If you're not allowed to watch it, you'll have to go over to Mrs. Lennox's class and whatever. I was going to be the only kid that wasn't allowed to watch it because, you know, my home life was awesome. I lied to Mrs. Schoaf and told her that I could watch it. And plenty of people that you went to school with. Nicole Miller was Carrie Clayton, Kelly Smith, Erica Basinza, Brian.
Are these all new patrons?
No. We all watched it, and I could have, and this was so stupid, man. I could have just kept it under my hat. What?
You don't wear hats. Jason doesn't wear hats because his head's too pointy.
It's too pointy.
I wear hats.
I've never seen you wear a hat.
But I have a
Yes, you
huge
have.
noggin.
Yes, you have. Very rarely.
I have to stretch.
But the
One
long,
size does not fit all.
the long and the short of it, I for some reason flouted it at Susan that I saw it at school. Oh, it was quite the one. I got in trouble, of course, because I lied. But she and my dad went down there and just raised hell.
Why did you do that? Why did you tell them?
Kind of a fuck you.
Yeah, but you.
I could have. No,
teachers could have got smoked.
I know. Now I know that. Now I know. At 7, I just wanted to be haha. I did watch it. Bite me.
Bro, today, those teachers would have been canned.
Yeah, I know.
I read an article today about a teacher that got fired because they did a mock slave auction in class.
I heard about that.
What?
Who in their right mind would think that would be a good idea and to put 2 black students on the trading block?
And they dropped the N-bomb.
Yeah.
In class. I heard about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I thought the craziest story I was going to read in the last week was the guy that Zoom called into his trial for having a suspended license, and he was in his car driving.
Which is bupkis, by the way. That got proven wrong.
Yeah.
That got disproved.
There was like a filing error. But the judge was just like, wait, are you calling from a car? You have no license. Well, I'm parked. I'm at my doctor's office now.
I could see the trees going by in the window.
Yeah. Stupid
Holy
news.
Shit.
It's a good time to be alive.
Not the onion.
Yeah, right.
Not the onion.
On that note, we'll be back after these brief messages.
And now you can bring all the action of Batman home with the Batmobile, action figures, and more. Each item sold separately from Sharon Toy. Batman's battle against crime never ends. And now you can bring the action home.
Batman, haha, you missed. Yeah, but I only missed once. You can't escape Joker. Just watch if you can. You won't be alone for long.
And in the Batcave.
No criminal can hide from Batman. Batman, gotta run to jail.
Each item sold separately from Toy Biz. The adventure continues. Now with Batman, the cereal. And nothing can slow him down. Nothing can stop him from bringing it to you. It's here. A smashing taste. A Honey Nut flavored part of your complete breakfast. Batman cereal.
RPMs! It's Batman and Joker in their ultimate showdown, racing their Batman RPMs through death-defying stunts. Only the winner will survive.
Bullseye for Batman, black eye for Joker.
Batman RPMs from Tonka.
You're going to run into somebody new at Taco Bell.
Who are you?
He's Batman. And Taco Bell's got him. on 4 collectible Batman cups. Just buy a 32-ounce drink and your cup refills and new cinnamon twists are all free. I want you to tell all your friends about me. Tell them to drive, fly, or just drop by today to collect your free Batman cups. Only at Taco Bell.
Wow, what a great return from commercial after a fucked up news story. Gentlemen, I had a blast talking about Batman with you, and I hope I did a good job trying to keep it concise. I know we were worried that I would get a little too...
We're around the 2-hour mark, which is what I expected.
I get a little too crazy. And with a guest who had great information as well.
He had stories.
So I really went into this like, you have to focus on not... You don't want to give...
saying the name of every person.
You don't want to give Jason a reason to lament you the second you walk out of his house.
All I hope is that for Rainbow Bright, we don't get into the nitty-gritty. That's all that I hope.
You know, I'm really going to try.
That would suck.
I'm going to do my best.
It would really make me depressed if I had to learn every iteration of Rainbow Bright and subsequently all the people involved.
I'd be tickled pink.
You know what? I would be too.
I just hope that doesn't happen. That's all I'm saying.
Look, man, I'm just telling you to go into it with a positive attitude.
Yeah, I always do. I always do.
And much like Dustin, you too could be tickled pink.
Well, I don't.
Tune in next week.
I have a feeling that by the time
that phrase is kind of rubbing me the wrong way.
I have a feeling by the end of the episode, you're going to be like in a really cheery mood, and it might be your favorite color.
Maybe.
I'll
go in with an open mind.
I'm proud of you for that. Thank you for doing that. This is week 3 of it. Next week we teased it just now with all that tickling and pinkage. We're going to continue Awesome Anniversary Month with the 40th anniversary of Rainbow Bright. Won't you please join us next Monday for that? In the meantime, you can listen to these cats.
Not Ben though.
Not Ben. You listen to these 2 cats over here.
Nothing against you, Ben. We can maybe have you on Radio Rewind sometime.
I'd be happy to join in.
You'd have to listen.
You'd have
to
a
music,
good time on that,
but
I do listen to music.
Okay, that's good.
Twist his arm. Really, I think the only thing Ben would have to promote is fatherhood because he is a dad.
Well, you should go to yesterdazemedia.com as well.
Yes, absolutely. He works on it on his old-timey computer. Mm-hmm. But yes, Radio Rewind every Friday with you guys and Grace.
We talk about music. I do want to say that Ben has been... I don't know what the future holds. I don't know what I'll say in the future. But Ben has been an incredible guest.
Ben has been tremendous.
He's the kind of guest that I would love to have back week after week.
Yeah?
And I don't think my opinion will change from this week to next week. But as it stands now... top 5 guest of all time.
Yeah, because you didn't even think he was going to show up.
Yeah, you thought this was a mystery show.
I'm losing money.
I appreciate that.
I
appreciate that. And if I, in the future, if I hear anything that's contrary,
right,
I like to come back and just pay little visits.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, you're welcome anytime. Obviously,
you can write a letter voicing your concerns and complaints.
I really think a friendship that's not going to sour in any way, shape, or form. Nothing negative's ever going to be said. Mm-hmm. I think something really formed at this table, Dustin.
Yeah,
and we help facilitate that.
That's cool.
People helping people.
Yep.
People's is people.
People's is people's.
I think that's a beautiful thing. I think that's a beautiful thing.
It's Batman bringing just 4 dudes together.
I love it, man.
Yeah, that's never happened before.
I love it, bro. I love it. It's a beautiful thing. Speaking of beautiful things, you can, of course, engage with all 3 of us. Couch Pilots Pod, Dutch Stick 11, both on X. Derek Hoover, Yesterday's Pod on X. As Ben said, please check out our website, yesterdazemedia.com, for a schedule of things to come. Little write-ups of the episodes that are out as well. If you are in the position to help the show grow, won't you please consider being a patron at patreon.com/yesterday.
There is a tier for everyone. Right?
There truly is a tier for everyone, and we're going to talk about that more next week.
I can't wait to do it.
I can't wait to talk about that. I can't wait to talk to you about Rainbow Bright. I know you're not going to sour on that, and you're going to be so happy to talk about your new best friend, Ben.
Yeah, I love it. I'm really looking
We're really going to close out the month strong.
Next week will be strong.
I want to hear about the Game Con.
No, I refuse to talk about it. Goodbye, everyone.
Well, can we talk about it next week?
No. Not even a little bit.
I bet we'll get you to. But in addition to that, I do want to give a little shout out and promotion because they're going to be posting some Batman stuff this week. Friend of the show, Chris, a.k.a. Shiny Plastic People, and of course our dear friend Allison Troy. Keep an eye out for their shorts. Subscribe to them on YouTube. They'll each be posting some stuff about Batman this week because they are fans. And it's an anniversary.
Synergy going on.
Some synergy, and it's an anniversary. Tony.
That's not great.
No, it's terrible. But
do you know what
it is really...
It's our anniversary.
It's a terrible song. It's a
That's
terrible,
the
terrible
Channing
song.
remix.
Channing remix, young man. But on that note, hey, we will see you next Monday.
Thanks, Ben.